season low, 28%. You know, the positives we can take from it is defensively holding them to 53, under 40% shooting. Decent percentage from three, we held them to at 33, but we just didn't make the plays offensively. It showed a lot, I think, in the first half that we kept hanging in there, and then I think the second half, when we were struggling, we dropped our heads for the first time, and we addressed that in the locker room. But we have faced a ton of adversity. You know, the team has had its struggles because of that, but it's going to show a lot about how we come out of this and where we continue to build with the team moving forward. We've got to keep scrapping. It's life. Life throws all sorts of curveballs at you, and the ones that hang their heads, right, and disengage, it snowballs, and life becomes very, 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 very miserable. And our message to our guys is, for a life lesson, when adversity comes at you, you got to band together. You got to find a way to scratch and claw and battle. That's the only answer. I mean, it's simple. You've got to battle and you've got to pull together. And we're having a hard time right now, just because you know, we've got some young fellas on the team, some inexperienced guys, some immaturity, and we've got to find a way to continue to stay together and build if we want to turn this thing around.
Questions?
Coach, talk a little bit about Ja'Cory becoming a more scoring option the last couple games.
Yeah, I mean, he's stepping up, shooting the ball well. You know, we knew that at the beginning of the year, Ja'Cory needed to get used to the level of intensity at this level, and he's really been locked in, and he's much more focused and going harder in practice. Not that he was lazy, he just didn't know what it took at this level consistently, and he's been really good, and it's being reflected, you know, with what he's been able to do offensively.
Steve, as one of the few kind of veteran guys on this team, what do you take from Coach's message there, and how do you carry that over to the guys that kind of a lot of season left in this thing and kind of dig your way out?
We got to realize that there's still a long season ahead of us, and we're going through a lot of adversity right now, and the main thing is we have to stay together through the adversity, and in order to get through it, we have to stay together as a team and become more of a collective unit.
Wayne, what do you pin the offensive problems on today?
You know, we looked a little fatigued. You know, I want to give credit to Portland, first of all. Their bigs got very physical with us, and you know, did a good job there. But we had some really good looks at the rim and from the perimeter, and we didn't take advantage. And you know what? We've, over the years, our teams have won a lot of games when they're ugly like this, right? I mean, it was just the pace, shots weren't going in, low scoring, you know, but you've got to find a way to, you know, and usually you depend on maturity, leadership out there on the floor to continue to fight, scratch, and claw like I talked about, and get stops, multiple stops, and then go attack. And when you get fouled, step up, make your free throws, you chip away at things like, you know, when it's like that, and you find a way to win ugly. And that's just something that we've, you know, yet to learn with this young group. I mean, we've, you know, there's, you know the story about the games. There's a handful of them that we've lost that I think we could have flipped had we made the plays in the last few minutes, and that's something that we've got to learn from. You know, and we've got to make sure our guys do not get fragile mentally. We've got to develop that killer instinct where we're just going to battle no matter what. Don't worry about record. Don't worry about the score. That's what I said in the locker room. Do what the Beavers are supposed to do, and we'll be okay when the time is right. We'll continue to build, but you know, the guys are beat up, and we've got to find a way to get them to where they're back on page and believing in each other and playing the way that the Beavers are supposed to play.